Way to go. You're the first heat. Next, Gucker Malone wearing 1.
And underway here in Section 1, best time on the heat sheets here is the man from Malone, Max Gucker, at 14:40. He's joined by, clear half the field here under 15 minutes. 21 men have cleared 15 minutes across the trajectory. Kieran Fisher, F&M Track Club, Peter Clifford of Bucknell, that might be the man in the early leadership there, at 14:55. Nash Minor of Johns Hopkins, Tommy Crum of Shippensburg, Brock Pennington, Washington and Jefferson, Grant Kern of Bucknell, Sam Smith of Northwood, Mason Siebernar unattached, and John Amanetta of SUNY Delhi. Those are the top 10 performers here in the men's 5,000 meters Section 1. That is Clifford and Tommy Crum of Shippensburg back at the 200-meter split were the top men. Just about 71 seconds through the first 400. So right about 14:55 pace. So on target for the top competitors in the field here. Again, that is Peter Clifford. He has a 14:55 personal best leading there. Brock Pennington also in the conversation. Connor Euler of Johns Hopkins, Seth McCurra of Walsh also here in the field, Romario Cruz of Dickinson, Max Chu of Canisius, Edward Frey of Aquinas, Troy Hart of Slippery Rock, Emil Arangala of Lafayette, Sam Richter of UNB Reds, James Hughes of Ithaca, and Ethan Billings of St. John Fisher. Back on the track, I think that is Catania of Rochester.
James Catania of Rochester. Your early leader, Peter Clifford of Bucknell, settling into second.
And that is James Catania of Rochester wearing hip 38 here. He's sprung a gap on the rest of the field, and they are content to see what happens here for maybe a lap or two before they make a real response to James. That could be a mistake, or it could be just fine. We'll see how things go, but it is the man from Rochester. They're currently leading as we come into 1 kilometer in the books there. 2:56. So right about 14:40 pace. So an honest effort on the track, and again, faster than much of the field has run. So they may be biting this out for just a couple moments' time to see whether or not the man who has a personal best of 15:07 has gotten in over his head, or whether he is ready to roll here at the Bucknell Bison Outdoor Classic, as the field now starting to draw behind him. And again, the massive field strung out there. We've introduced about half of them. Arian Abaraji of Cornell in the conversation. Caleb Bellinger of Roberts Wesleyan also in the field. Rithiki Prakash of Cornell. That is Andrew McGraw of Colgate. Justin Brown of Lafayette. Gavin Fowler of Colgate. Chris McGlenn of Robert Morris. And Stephen Raleigh of Misericordia. They're also in the field with Zach Howley. But this is still Catania.
From 2:58.62. Edward Fry of Aquinas. 2:58.82 for third. Brock Pennington of Washington and Jefferson at 2:59.10.
James Catania, they're still continuing the leadership down the backstretch. Last time we saw them at the finish line, he had about 2 seconds even on the rest of the field, so just out of our field of vision there. Again, there it is as we pan back and you see the gap at halfway down the back, well, at the apex of the turn. He does have that several second gap, and again, still not much of a response from the rest of the field, theoretically led by Tommy Crum there of Shippensburg. Based on the last check on the splits, Edward Frey of Aquinas, Brock Pennington of Washington and Jefferson, and then Chris McGlynn of Robert Morris also in the early goings here. But this is all James Catania still, as the field slowly working their way towards him again.
Into the line. 8 laps to go. It's Catania and then the rest of the field. 3-second lead on Tommy Crum of Shippensburg. Edward Fry running third, Pennington fourth.
And it is still the solo effort here from James Catania of
John
Rochester.
Jimmy Delhi now is in sixth.
Tommy Crum of Shippensburg leading the rest of the chase pack through the field, but down the backstretch there, and the man in your vision well away from the rest of the field. The junior there from Rochester, fresh off a pretty good effort about a week ago in the 1,500 meters, and his personal best run back in March, so not too long ago, of 15:07, and he is well on target to just obliterate that performance here as we continue through the track with James Catania of Rochester across the line there at 2,800 meters. And now the camera pans out, and the gap there readily apparent on the track as Catania is still going away here, 7 minutes into this race, and so a little short of halfway home. A great and surprise run building here, at least according to the heat sheets, for the man who came to us with a 15:07 personal best set less than a month ago. So now on target here with 6 laps to go to redo that here and rewrite his T-First profile in the Bison Outdoor Classic here at Bucknell University. That's James Catania of Rochester going away from the field in section 1 of the invite here. 3 sections across the men's 5,000. He's got close to 50 meters on the field at this point in time. Running very well. And at the finish line here, James Catania, that should be 3,000 meters in the book, so we'll get a split check for you.
It's Tommy Crum.
And it's just about 8:51.
5 to go.
Two kilometers to go on the track. Right about 14:45 pace. So on target for a personal best here, about 15 to 20 seconds, depending on how he can hold over the final kilometers here. But it's the man from Rochester who sprung it on the field, and previously no one was ready to go, but now the windup coming from the chase pack as they realize the pressure is on if they want to get there and get back to the man from Rochester.
Catania continues to lead, but now the group is seeming to close on him.
And so the chase pack is coming here in the home stretch for Catania.
Cornell on the move. He's moved up to third. 4 laps to go for our leader, though, James Catania.
1,600 meters to go on the track here in the men's Section 1 5,000. And the field laying in wait there. Still a substantial lead here. While it has dwindled over the last 3 laps, the gap is substantial. It's about 3.5 seconds of leadership between Catania and Tommy Crum of Shippensburg.
Down the front straightaway, Catania continuing to lead. He gets to the line with 3 to go.
1,200 meters to go here on the track. 3 laps left and about 3.5 seconds of distance between James Catania and Tommy Crum. So we'll see if he can maintain that lead. He's got to maintain a second a lap here, not let the rest of the field draw back to him. Gone to the front, well, quite a while ago, and I don't believe that that is Crum in second anymore, as it looks like a light blue uniform and a man in a white hat. Hard to tell at this distance who that is coming on hard into second place. And there it is, that is hip 8, the man from Northview and Cornell, and now the field is right there. That is Sam Smith of Northwood. And he is followed by the man from Cornell, that is Ariane Abaraju. And so now they run 1 and 2 with 800 meters to go. Dan Smith from Northwood really doing a lot of work here. Not even sure initially in the chase pack where he was. We could check back a couple laps ago in the splits to look for Sam Smith. But again, the story there is that he has done a lot of work to draw the field back. And he brought 4 men with him, as there are now 5 in contention for the win here. Coming up on 600 meters to go. Catania still one of them. And here comes Tommy Crum of Shippensburg on the outside wearing hip 5. Rich distance running history there at Shippensburg. One of the finer programs in Division 2 as they move into the leadership here behind Tommy Crum. The Raiders and then Catania on the search again. Thought he might be lost, but now he is free. It's Crum from Catania and Abaraju. Into the final circuit of the track. Tommy Crum with Abaraju chasing. Catania back to third. The windup down the backstretch. 14 minutes on the clock here. I'm going to see a great run for Tommy Crum. He came to us with a 14:55 personal best. 200 meters to go. He's at 14:12 on the clock. Crum from Abaraju and Catania in third. Look at this man down the home stretch here, folks. He's going to take the first section of the 5,000 meters, doing it with grace and style over the final 400. Let's watch the clock here for the man from Shippensburg. He dips it. And he takes it 14:41.61 there. A new personal best for Tommy Crum. Ariane Abaraju of Cornell, 14:43. And then Catania, the man who led most of the race there at 14:46, books himself a new personal best alongside Zachary Hall of Roberts Wesleyan coming across the line. We'll keep rolling them across the line. And the time's scrolling on the board. 14 men home. And so far, all of them under 15 minutes. A great field here assembled in Section 1. Crum with the win there for Shippensburg. A great run for him.